Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of a new series here on the channel. Where, as a, how do I want to say this? In honor of us reaching the 200 subscriber mark here on YouTube, I decided to go ahead and show you guys what this channel's foundation was built off of, starting back in SMB4 with all of my rebuilds in that series. I have decided to undertake a custom team rebuild where I bring back a whole bunch of players from all of my SMB4 franchises that became either legends or were infamously bad, and I've put them all together on one team, and we're going to try and take this team to the top of a new custom league I also created. So we are going to be going into this new league, the Peppery Play League. So these are all randomly generated players that I have never seen before, and we are going to be taking control of the Cutters. That is our team that we have chosen for this rebuild. We're going to do 24 games, 9-inning games, first extra inning, same thing, nothing new, 8 playoff teams. We'll do best of 5 in the playoffs here. That sounds about right. There's no shuffle draft, because I've already personally edited this team together to showcase you guys that I had the pleasure of playing with throughout all of my different rebuilds throughout SMB4. And for those of you in SMB4, you've never seen these players before, so I have gone back and I have recreated them to the best of my abilities, how they looked back in SMB4 when they first joined their individual franchises. We're going to go ahead and meet the team here in a minute, go through all of them, and show you who is joining us on this journey into the unknown. There we go. And I also made sure that all the teams in here are different from ones that are in other franchises. So these are all new customly generated teams by the AI. Let's meet the team. And let this load real quick. Here they are. Where is it? Come on now. I ain't got all day. Oh, jeez. And here they are. These are the guys, the 22 guys and gals who will be joining us on this journey as the Cutters. Let's meet these guys. We're going to start with players from my very first series, and that would be the Hot Corners rebuild, my very first rebuild in SMB4, which was an utter failure after 5 seasons. We made, I think, 3 or 4 playoff appearances and never got out of the first round of the playoffs. From those iterations, I have brought back 4 players from that rebuild. First off, starting here, we have Chopper Underhanded, who is a left fielder in that series. We signed him in, I believe it was the offseason between year 3 and 4 as an outfielder. He was very highly touted prospect. He was a B+ in that game. Unfortunately, with the same ratings he came in with, he is a B in this game because SMB4's ratings are more strict when it comes to overall rankings. So he's a B overall. He's a really great hitter. He can't field, though. That's his one downside. So he has butterfingers, which didn't exist back in SMB4, but he had a lot of trouble fielding the ball in left field, and he led to a couple key errors late in games that cost us victories. Moving down the list to the starting pitching, we have brought in Connor Frazier. In the original SMB4, he was called Connor Frazier Jr. Unfortunately, Jr. and any suffixes do not exist in SMB4, otherwise the name will not get pronounced by the PA system. Connor was a very streaky starting pitcher who would almost always allow a lot of base runners, and when a lot of base runners got on, he would surrender a lot of runs. So he actually has surrounded as a trait. We then also brought in starting pitcher Messiah Presidente, who was signed during midway through year 1, and he pitched, I believe, years 1 and 2 with us, maybe year 3 as well. But he just never quite lived up to the hype I had for him. He had K-Man when he originally started, and I believe he still has it here on the roster. Yes, he does. He still has K-Collector, which is what he came in with on day 1, but he just never got the accuracy part of his game down, and he always struggled with walks. And it led to a lot of runners on base, but he managed to get a lot of double play balls to get out of it. Also joining us from that Hot Corners team in the bullpen, we have good old, where is he? I see him. Where is his French fry hair? There he is. Troy Harrison. signed in the offseason between years 1 and 2. In that series, Harrison would end up being a reliever for us in years 2, 3, and 4. He was a solid reliever, but he was like all velocity, no breaks. He had no control. He had no like breaking pitches. He just blew guys away with his fastball, and he was a very one-tone pitcher that eventually got figured out, and I had to let him go. But he was one of the guys that I saw promising, and I wanted to give him another shot to be like rebuilt into a big guy. So that's it for our first Hot Corners rebuild from SMB3. The next SMB3 rebuild I did was the Sandcats, and we have a couple representatives from that team here. Starting down here in the bottom row, we have long reliever Leah Collins, who was signed into year 2 or 3 of that series, and she would stick around for about 4 or 5 years in the bullpen, and she had 2 seasons where she threw a perfect ERA throughout the entire regular season and postseason. So she was very much consistent in her abilities, and she's a very good arm to have in the bullpen to eat innings. Moving up in the middle row here, we have first baseman Hezekiah Cross, who was signed after year 3, heading into year, I believe, it was either after year 3 or 4. I want to say it was after year 4, heading into year 5. When we signed him, he, as a rookie, led us to the championship series and hit the walk-off home run to win the championship in year 5. And he led us to 3 state championships in years 5, 6, and 7, and then playoff berths in year 8 and 9 as well. So he was the offensive juggernaut that the lineup was built around, and he ended up winning a few batting titles in his time, and he was considered probably my best batter outside of the OG Hercules Bentley, who I was not allowed to use. So, yeah, the one rule I had was I couldn't use any like OG members of the individual rosters I took over because they still exist in SMB4. These are guys who don't exist in SMB4 that were randomly generated for me throughout SMB3's time. So that's why I chose certain players over others, if you're noticing some that are missing. Moving over here, we also have this guy I wanted on the team, Tandy Deep the Third. Unfortunately, the third is a suffix, so it's not in the game, but I have it. His jersey number is 3, so that's going to represent his third. Tandy Deep was a backup outfielder I signed who was a part of the championship runs there in those middle years, but he never developed into a starting outfielder, and unfortunately, I did end up letting him go when the team started losing in years 9 and 10, so he ended up being an unfortunate victim of the cut. I wanted to give him a second chance to see if he actually could develop from a bench outfielder into somebody who could play every day one time or another. We'll just have to see if he ever gets that chance and actually puts together his skills. Moving to the freebooters, that's the next rebuild I did, which was my most successful. I won 5 titles in that playthrough. We have the captain of the outfield, Nico Jennings. He became the offensive captain. He joined in year 3 when we were still in the midst of our losing struggles. He then led us to the playoffs in year 4, where we ended up winning the title, and then he was a part of all of our success from years 3 onwards. So he was like the one guy in the lineup that he stayed in the lineup the whole time, and he was the heart of the offense. When he struggled, the whole lineup struggled. We also have catcher Efred Ho, who was signed the same year as Nico Jennings, both of them in year 3 of that franchise. Efred Ho was our ever-reliable backstop who was always consistently getting on base and coming through when you needed him to do something big. And he he never got hurt the entire playthrough. He was always healthy and ready to go behind the plate, and he was an awesome arm to have behind the plate as well. He eventually developed into a really good catcher where he could throw out a lot of base runners, but when he started, he only had a above average arm, so that's the level we have here. That's going to be a bit of a struggle. We also brought back Harsh McFreddy, who was a bench first baseman behind original captain Stump Pitts, and then he ended up evolving into the everyday first baseman down the road. He was signed in year 4, and he stuck with the team the whole way through as well and ended up becoming a starter. He also played third base on and off because he has such a cannon of an arm, which is funny for a first baseman. It's not something you see every day. Moving into the bullpen, we have Elliot Rums, who was the most successful reliever in that playthrough. He stuck through it from years, I believe, 6 to 10. He was a part of 3 rings. And he was the one guy I could turn to in the bullpen that could strike guys out and get the job done in tough situations. And I believe he has K Collector, so that's awesome. We also have Hester Reliable, who was a good shortstop for us in the Freebooter series. Unfortunately, we did have to cut him before year 8, I believe, because I believe he left for more money, and I forget where he went, but he was never the same after he left our organization. Solid shortstop. He's a great fielder. He has low pitch. He has power versus right-handers. He's a killer bat, and if you make a mistake pitch, he would kill it. He was that reliable. We called him Reliable for a reason, because you always could rely on him to hit the low pitch. And then also we have the Fishman Cole Salmon, a fan favorite from the Freebooters. He was the power-hitting second baseman in the vein of Dan Ugla, who could actually field, though. He was an inside pitch specialist that eventually developed into a competent hitter and ended up, I think, getting paid really handsomely in the last season of that franchise. He was with us from years 4 to 10, and he was a part of all our successes and the same amount of championships as Jennings. Also added was Malaya Ellison, who was the one starter that stuck around from years 4 to 10. Outside of Winnie Noel, who played 7 seasons with us, Ellison is the only other pitcher to pitch 7 seasons for the Freebooters in that entire playthrough. She was a consistent number 4. She never developed above a B, but she was always going deep into starts, and I could rely on her for 6 or 7 innings every time out. So she has the consistent trait attached to her. And I think that's all the Freebooters. That moves us into the Buzzards franchise. We have our ace from year 2 to 10, Jude Hokey. He was the one consistent starting pitcher in that rotation that he took over the ace role as soon as he came in one day, and he just never looked back. Him and that stash are back, and he's looking to head up the top of the rotation once again. And I believe he has K-Man as well. Also on this team, we have... Who do we have else from this team? Burnout Burn Oliver, the RBI man hitting catcher who always failed when RBI man was active. No matter what he did outside of one playoff run where we won a title, he could never drive in a runner to save his life. He always got in his own head, and eventually I just grew tired of his crap and cut him. But he was a polarizing figure, and I'm glad we're going to bring him back to give him a second chance. Also coming back from the Buzzards, we have Spool Worry Less, Worry More. He is the captain of the offense, basically in right field there, manning it. He had a contact trait, and he also had whiffer, but he eventually did drop whiffer and was like a really solid hitter. And he was like the one offensive guy I could turn to. If we were having a bad game, he could turn it around like a snap of the fingers. He was ready to go, and he was the most clutch guy in that lineup for the entire run. Young third baseman Ed Manning, Ed the Man Manning. We signed him midway through, I believe, year 5 of that franchise, and he ended up becoming a solid third baseman for us, ending up being cut, I believe, in years 9 or 10. But he was a solid player at third base. He didn't field well, but he had a decent arm. He could get on base from time to time, and he just, he had that cocky swagger about him that just, made him a target of opposing teams to like throw at and stuff. So it was always fun to see him in the batter box getting other opponents' heads. And I believe there's one more Buzzards player on this list. I have to find him. Luther Butters, famous on my Twitch channel. He is clipped as blowing a game in his one opportunity with the team and then eventually being fired from the team immediately afterwards. He eventually developed into a solid reliever, but he never played more than 1 year with us. I want to give him a second chance to see if we can actually make something of him this time, because I think it'd be funny that this would be the iteration of him that actually gets the job done and not the original one. That's it for Buzzards players. That moves us on to the Heaters franchise rebuild in SMB4. That was a complete failure. We got fired after 4 seasons for never having a winning season. And I believe only one player from that organization is actually on this team. And that is reliever Luis Bulgar, who was our only consistent reliever outside of Dur Neverwalker. Unfortunately, Dur left after year 1. So Bulgar ended up having a solid rookie campaign in year 2, and he did well in year 3 as well. He was actually the only reliever I could consistently rely on to do anything right. And in year 4, I ended up cutting him because we were getting fired anyway, so it didn't matter. So now it's a chance for Luis to be on an actually decent team. Maybe he can actually put something together and actually stick around. We'll see. And that brings us to our final rebuild on SMB4, which was put on hiatus after 2 years. That is the Second Chance Hot Corners rebuild. We have 2 players from that playthrough. We have Mateo Wade, who was signed midway through year 1 to replace Bobby Bash, because Bobby Bash in SMB4 was really old. Mateo Wade was 26-year-old third baseman who was a solid hitter and could get things done at third base with a great arm. And then we also have young 24-year-old Alfredo Beard, who was signed in the offseason between years 1 and 2. He ended up becoming our most dominant power hitter in year 2 and ended up carrying us through the playoffs to our championship ring in that playthrough. So both of them are on this list, and that is the entire 22-man roster. Here's what it looks like on paper. We're a spirited team. We have a solid array of traits, 5 competitive, 5 spirited, 5 disciplined. We have 1 scholarly trait, and we have no crafty traits. That's why we have less scholarly and crafty players. I went through and individually assigned what each of these guys' chemistry would have been, and a lot of them did end up being spirited players after looking back on it. Burnout, when he was introduced in the league, had RBI hero. Harsh McFreddy didn't have cannon arm in that game, but because it didn't exist yet. I put it on him because you never see a first baseman with cannon arm, so I thought it'd be funny. Cole Salmon, he had inside pitch when he was generated. Ace Exterminator didn't exist, but Mateo Wade was always solid against high-level pitchers, so I gave him Ace Exterminator because of that fact. Hesto Reliable started with power versus righty and low pitch when he was generated, so he gets both of those traits back. Butterfingers didn't exist back in SMB4, but Chopper Underhanded was a liability in left field, so he gets that. Nico Jennings, he made a lot of fantastic diving plays in the field and center. He also robbed a lot of home runs, so he gets Dive Wizard, which didn't exist back in SMB4. Plus, I thought it would bring him up back to his original overall of a B, but it didn't work. Worrymore, he had Contact versus Lefty and Whiffer when he was generated. Hokey had K Collector when he was generated. Connor Frazier, Surrounded, didn't exist, but that was Connor's personality to a T. Malaya Ellison was consistent as always, which also didn't exist in SMB4, so she gets that. Presidente had came in when he was generated, so did Elliot Rums, and Bulgar had composed when he was generated in SMB4 as well, so they all get their traits, and that is what we're dealing with. We're going to try and take this team to the top. All right, let's look at, we're not going to, and I have never seen a single player in this league, so I have no idea what we're getting ourselves into with the teams that we're lined up against in our division and whatnot. But we are in the Peppery Conference, which is the DH Conference, so we will not have our pitchers bat. The Play Conference will have their pitchers bat, which is fitting. Also, the Buzzwings make it in here. Shout out to Scootsy for that. Too, if they have a good arm, the team will try to use them anywhere besides first base. That's very true. Welcome in, Shaneva. Welcome in. Nice to see you, buddy. Hopefully your day's been going well. Alrighty, so our first matchup is going to be against the Brown Bears, who are a cross-conference rival, so our pitchers will bat, which is nothing new for Jude Hokey. Being an original member of the Buzzards, he always batted. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. So I do not know what is out here in the free agent pool either. I've never seen a single one of these guys at all. I'm not planning on making any roster moves. I'm sticking with this organization as is, so I'm not going to bother about signing them or anything. This is the blast from the past team in SMB4. Let's see if these guys can get the job done. Here we go. Probably would have been better for a season mode challenge, but I like the franchise mode, so we'll keep doing it this way. Here's a lineup we're going to be using here for our first game. Leading off in left field, it will be Chopper Underhanded. Then it is first baseman Hezekiah Cross. The shortstop Hesto Reliable will bat third. Burnout Burn Oliver is going to be getting the start at catcher today. He'll bat fourth. Spool Worrymore will bat fifth in right field. Alfredo Beard gets the nod at second base over the Fishman Cole Salmon. He'll bat sixth. Mateo Wade will be at third base batting seventh with Ace Exterminator active. Good to know. Batting eighth will be the captain of the outfield, Nico Jennings. And batting ninth will be the pitcher, Jude Hokey. Let's jump into it and have some fun, folks. We're in Apple Field today to take on the Brown Bears, who look like a contact specialist team with decent starting pitching and power as well, but only average at best speed, defense, and a little bit below average bullpen. This should be fun. I like it. We're a power team with good contact. That's about it. Oh, dear. What have I gotten myself into?
Excitement is in the air here at Apple Field. Brace yourselves. This is going to be a jolly good day.
All right, here we go. We're up first. Chopper Underhanded leading off. Left fielders getting ready to go here against Ace Ford Armhorn with Workhorse here for the Brown Bears. Peter up and away, taken high at 100 on the gun. We're underway. Ball one. Change it down and in. That's a strike at the knees. 1-1. Curveball at the knees, turned on by Underhanded, deep to right field. Did he get it started with a bang? Yes, he did. He cuts it up and sends it in the stands. Chopper Underhanded shows the one thing he was really good at in SMB4, and that was hitting home runs. First at bat of the season, it's 1-0 Cutters.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 29.
Hezekiah Cross up next, first baseman from the Sandcats playthrough. Always a threat at the power as well. Curveball down and away, taken low. Ball one. Peter up and away, that's a strike. 1-1. Change up, pulled over first, diving out of the reach of the first baseman. It's a base hit into the corner and right, and it's misplayed by the right fielder. It gets by Flowers. That's going to be a double for Cross. Almost turned it into a triple. If only he could run faster. Hesto Reliable up next. Old Reliable himself batting in the 3 slot at shortstop. Powerverse right-hander and low pitch both active against the 10th. Arm horn. Oh, you blew that one by me. Got him at the knees. 0-1. Ball down, hitting the hole to short, slow roller. McLay has no play at third, has to go to first when he darts the throw. E6 as Mayo couldn't handle it. And here comes Burnout. Burn Oliver with RBI Hero. Oh God, it's only fitting. Yes, this is no joke. RBI Hero was a liability for Burnout. That's why he got his nickname. He always flamed out at the worst possible time. Can he overcome his demons in his first chance here in SMB4? Change up and in is inside. Ball 1. That's away off the catcher's glove. Runners will not advance. Neither of them run particularly well. 2-0 count. Oh, got me. Wait on that heater. 2-1. Dribble up is chased. He'll bloop it into left center field, and Burnout's going to deliver. RBI single. It's 2-0. It's a start, Burn. It's a start. Worry less, but worry more is up next. Right fielder from the Buzzards. Contact for lefty, not active here, and he has whiffer. He's always very aggressive, so let's see if we can get a pitch to hit. Nope, whiffed on that low. 0-1. Change up inside. Now we got whiffer. 0-2. Oh boy. Change up and away. Pulled foul. Out of play. It's 0-2. Curve out the knees, popped him up. Foul territory behind the plate. Catcher is there. Making the catch is Turnip. 1 down here for second baseman Alfredo Beard from the Hot Corner's second chance rebuild. Ended up being the big power bat that drove us to the championship in that second season in that playthrough, which ended up being the last because SMB4 came out and we accomplished the goal of getting the Hot Corners, the one thing they didn't get, which was a ring. Change up, strike called. 0-1. Nice pitch there from Armhorn. Slider check low. Good eye. 1-1. Curve up middle in. Line in the hole to short. Backhanded by McLay, and that's going to be a double play. That ends the inning. 2 in for the Cutters, though, as Chopper underhanded leads off the game with a home run, and then we get an RBI single from Burnout. 2-0 to the bottom of the first. Turnip, Flowers, and Mayo coming up against Jude Hokie, the former Buzzards ace. He is the ace here for the Cutters. How fitting, especially since Connor Frazier Jr. was horribly bad as the ace of our pitching staff, and Messiah Presidente was only a number 2 at best, so it's fitting that Hokie is the one selected as the number 1. I wonder if Ellison will also be the number 4, because she was always the number 4 in the Freebooter series. Hokie was a flamethrower when he came into the league, and he never quite really changed, although he did beef up his accuracy quite a bit. Grounder to first right across, and that's an easy 1-pitch out. Hokie was also famous for getting a lot of strikeouts. Here's right fielder Ingrid Flowers. She's playing right field today for the Brown Bears. Here's their lineup. I forgot to do that. After catcher Havoc Turnip, it is right fielder Ingrid Flowers. Then it's first baseman Anaya Mayo. Second baseman Orion Sparks. Center fielder Jamison Bocci. Left fielder Cern Graham. Utility player Billy Johns. He'll be at third base. Shortstop Corbin McClay. Utility player who's already made a fielding error. And pitcher Ford Armhorn. Yeah. Yep, that was his song of choice. His walkout song was Hey Jude by the Beatles. I will not repeat the lyrics because A, I can't sing, and B, copyright. Curveball down in the way. That's low in the dirt. 1-0. You're up. Sent to center field. Hit pretty well by Flowers, but Jennings on the fly will get there for the second out. Nico Jennings always was a great defensive player. Here's Anaya Mayo, the first baseman. Has pinch perfect, not using it here because she's starting at first base. Change it down and away in the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Slider down and in. Nubbed up the middle. Reliable behind the bag. Nice diving stop. Throw to first. Not in time. Good effort, Hesto. 2-out knock on the infield single. Here's second baseman Orion Sparks, who has sign stealers. Let's be careful. Slider down and in on the first one. Nubbed in the hole to third. Mateo Wade on the dive. Knocks it down and then ricochets away from Reliable. That's an infield single. A little awkward play there. 2 on, 2 down for center fielder Jamison Bocce with the RBI chance. No traits for him. Heater away is outside. Ball 1. Ball at the knees. Lined. Ooh, right through Hokie. My God, it phased right through him. Jennings has a good arm, though, so they're not going to test him. Bases loaded, 2 down. For left fielder, Cern Graham is one of the better players in the Brown Bears offense. Bad ball hitter is active. Let's see if Hokie can get out of this mess. Slider away on the first one, outside. Ball 1. Their ball away is outside, 2-0. Forcing it down and in. Looped over short. Reliable leaps out of his reach. Down into the gap it goes. And that is going to score 2 on the single here by Graham. We're tied up. Runners at the corners. 2 down for third baseman Billy Johns, the utility player. Utility infielder, I should say. Hokie's tense. Either away on the first one. Check swing strike. 0-1. Change it down. Line to left field. That is a base hit, and that's going to drive home the 3rd run of the inning here. And underhanded, throw that one over the third baseman. You can see how much of a liability he was. 3-2. Here's Corbin McClay, left shortstop try, or is it McClay or McClay? I think it's McClay. He's trying to make up for his fielding error in the first inning. Shortstop trying to get through it. Yeah, this is big yikes. Hokie was a little rough when he first started, but I think he just kind of rolled with it and really developed. So it's rough going back from the dominant Hokie all the way back to this rookie stage Hokie. Change it down and in, caught the corner, 0-1. Heater up. McLay skies it under it to left center. Jennings is there waiting for it. And Nico will put it away, but we do give up 3 as the Brown Bears retake the lead off 5 hits to the second. Wade, Jennings, and Hokie coming up. I like it. This is going to be fun. Ace exterminator Mateo Wade leading off. Third baseman was one of our better hitters in the second chance hot corners rebuild. He always excelled against good pitchers, which is why he got the ace exterminator trait. Change up inside, misses. Ball 1. Heater up. Oh, missed it. 1-1. Slider hangs, crushed by Wade to deep dead center field. Did he get enough on it, though? It's the deepest part of the park, and it dies at the warning track for Bocce. 1 down. Nico Jennings up next, center fielder, batting in the 8th slot today. Captain of the Freebooters offense as that changeup hits the letters, 0-1. Jennings was not an offensive threat when he first started. He was purely defense. He developed into a well-rounded, all-around player, and he stuck with us through thick and thin. 1-1. Heater down, whiffed on it, 1-2. Changeup up. Ooh, ripped foul out of play. Played with us for 8 years in that Freebooters playthrough, from years 3 to 10. And he whiffed on it, strike 3. That is the first punch out for Armhorn. 2 down, and here's pitcher Jude Hokie, who's tense. Heater up, whiffed on it, 0-1. So just a disclaimer warning, I don't remember what the pitcher's batting stats were because that wasn't what was shown when they were signed out of free agency. So the pitching stats are exactly as they were. The hitting ratings are randomly generated, so I do apologize if any of them are off and you guys pointed out to me. 0-1 to Hokie. Changeup away, whiffed on it 0-2, which isn't much to worry about because most pitchers couldn't hit anyway. Curveball away's outside, 1-2. And chased at strike 3, back-to-back Ks for Armhorn to end the inning. Bottom 2, it's 3-2, Armhorn, Turnip, and Flowers. 9-1 and 2 due up for the Brown Bears. Here's Armhorn, pitcher leading off. Heater up and in from Hokie. Sent to center field hard on the line. Jennings on the fly. Gets there. 1 down. Next up, Turnip. 0-1. Off-speed hitter active. Heater up and away. High, ball 1. Heater down and in. 1 hopper to short. Reliable charges. Makes the play. 2 down. Next up, Ingrid Flowers. 0-for-1 today. Changes down and away. Low and outside. Ball 1. Slider down and in. Off the plate. 2-0. Heater up and away. That's a strike. 2-1. Ball down and away. Line to left field, and that is a base hit. Flowers rips that one through the infield, and that's her first hit today. 2 on, 1 down for Mayo, who started the rally in the first inning and scored a run. She's 1 for 1. Shooter up and in. High ball 1. Ball down and away. Low again, 2-0. Change it up. Crushed deep to left field by Mayo, and that is in the Cutters bullpen. That is a home run. Oh my God, and that is launched off of Hokie. He is having a horrible first start here for the Cutters. Your first homer of the year for Mayo. It is 5-2. Brown Bears breaking it open early. Hey, Levi, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Nice to see you again. Hope your day's been going well. Hopefully you recognize some of these faces, Levi, because these are a lot of the SMB4 guys that you came into the channel with. Hokie not having a great start. Unfortunate. Change it down in the way. That's low. Ball 1. Starting your treadmill run, so please periodically cheer me on, brother. All right, buddy. Good luck on that treadmill, man. Heater down and in. That's a strike. 1-1. Slider up and in. Checked inside. 2-1. Change it down in the way. He's outside. 3-1. Heater up. Sent deep to right field. That's a jam shot. That might get out, though. Worrymore's out of room, and that's back-to-back jacks for the Brown Bears. As they're breaking it open, it is 6-2. Orion Sparks goes yard, his first time this year. We're down 4 already. Bocce up next, 1 for 1 with a single, as Hokie's rattled. My God. Jude had very rare bad starts in his playthrough. Like, the worst one I can remember, he got injured, and that was why he sucked so bad. Like, this is not something I'm used to with Jude. He very rarely had a bad day. Heater inside was a strike called, 0-1. Change it middle in, foul off, out of play, 0-2. Double down and in the dirt, good eye, 1-2. K Collector active, I think, for one of the first times today for Jude. Slider away. Line to first, right across, so pick it out of the air, and that finally ends the inning. But the Brown Bears put on 3 more with 2 homers. Back-to-back jacks, 6-2 to the third. Underhanded, cross, and reliable coming up. Well, all right, we put ourselves in a hole. Let's see if we can get out of it. Here's Chopper underhanded. He led off the game with a solo home run as he crushed a hanging curveball at the knees. Change of middle in, lined, leaping is Mayo, already has a home run, and now a leaping catch. She's locked in, and here's Cross, 1 for 1 with a double. Curveball middle away, that was begging to be hit, 0-1. Late up the heater, up and away, 0-2. Chased it away, strike 3. Third punch out for Armhorn, 2 down. Hesta reliable up next, old reliable grounded out to short his first at bat. Heater at the knees, line to left center field, and that is down for a base hit. There you go, Hesto. 2 out single there for the shortstop. And that is going to bring up catcher Burnout Burn Oliver, who singled in a run in the first inning. No RBI hero, though, so it shouldn't affect him here. Right down there at the middle knees, 0-1. Check low on the curve, good eye, 1-1. Heater up and away, late swing, 1-2. Check low on the curve, gets by the catcher. Reliable digging for second. Throw down by Turnip, not in time. Passed ball gets by him, and that advances the runner. RBI hero active. What's Burnout going to do? Well, someone is going to have to take a sad song and make it better. Yep. Another Hey Jude reference. RBI man active for Burnout. Dribble down and in. He stays alive. It's still 2-2. I'm looking for that high heater. Heater away. Grounded to first right at Mayo, and she's going to run it out there. And just like Lawai, she's getting work done. Mayo is being a menace at first base today. Bottom 3 at 6-2. Graham, Johns, and McLay coming up. Here's Graham leading off 1 for 1 with a 2-run single back in the first inning. Hokie did get back to Tench Mojo at least, so that's something to be happy about. Ball at the knees on the first one. Lined over second, leaping his beard out of his reach. Worrymore dives and gets past him all the way to the fence. This is going to be a problem. It is going to be a leadoff double. Here comes Billy Johns, 1 for 1 with an RBI single today as Hokie's rattled again. Heater up and in. High, ball 1. Dribble down, blocked, just gets by Burnout, but he keeps it near him. 1-2-0. Change it down and in from Hokie. Hit up the middle. That's a base hit to right center field. 10th hit of the day already for the Brown Bears. First and third now with nobody out in the third. Corbin McLay up next, 0 for 1 today, and 10th. Slider down and in on the first one inside. Ball 1. Heater down and away. Taken low. 2-0. Change up and in. High. 3-0. 3-0 pitch. Heater middle of the zone up. Check swing strike. 3-1. Heater down. Hit the right field. Worrymore over near the line. Makes the catch for the first out. Runner has the hold. First and third. 1 down still for the pitcher. Here's Armhorn. 0 for 1. Ball down and away in the first one. Bunt shown. Pulled back. Strike called. 0-1. Heater middle in. Inside. 1-1. Slider down and in. Chop foul. Out of play. 1-2. Heater up and away. Bunt fouled off. That is the first strikeout today for Hokie. Finally. Nice job completing the first mile. 2 down. Here's Turnip. 0 for 2. Change it down and away. That's a strike called. 0-1. Heater up and in. Taken high. 1-1. Ball down and in. Check low. Almost chased it. 2-1. Slider down and away. Number to second. Slow roller. Beard over. Backhands throw to first. In time to end the inning as Hokie strands 2. There we go. To the 4th. It's still 6-2 though. Worrymore, Beard, and Wade coming up. Worrymore leading off. 0 for 1 today. Let's see if Worry Less can come through. Change it taken low. Ball 1. Armhorn getting his bearings there as he has to take a break to sneeze. I'll take a water break then. He throws the center cut changeup. 1-1. Check low on the curve. Good eye. 2-1. Slider up. Chop through the middle. Base hit. There you go, Spool. Leadoff man on in the 4th here for the Cutters, and that'll bring up Alfredo Beard, who lined out into a double play his first at bat. He's 0 for 1 today. Heater down the middle. No, I was asleep on that one. 0-1. Slider middle in. Jam shot pop up behind short. McLay out for it. Puts it away. 1 down. He has noodle arm. He's a shortstop. Oh dear. Next up, Mateo Wade, 0 for 1. He flew out to dead center at the warning track, right there at the deepest point of dead center. He just missed a home run his first time up. Anywhere else in the ballpark, it's gone. And that's a hanging curveball. Trying to be patient. 0-1. Curveball at the knees. I ain't going to miss it a second time, you dumb bastard, as that's hit deep to left field. Looking up at the wall, leaping, and that one has been cut and run out of the ballpark. There you go. Nice swing there, Mateo. 2-run bomb for Wade, his first of the season. It's 6-4. Cut the lead down. We're only back by 2 now.
Center fielder, number 8, Nico.
There's Nico Jennings, 0 for 1 today. Change it down and bloop that one foul early. 0-1. Slow it down, Nico. Change it middle of the zone. Grounded hard to second. Sparks on the backhand. He'll make the stop. 2 down. That'll bring up pitcher Jude Hokie, who's 0 for 1 but tense. Struck out his first at bat. Heater up, whiffed on it. 0-1. Heater down in the way. Number to short. McLay to his left. In time to first. Good effort there, Hokie, but you're never going to run that out. 2 runs home on the home run by Wade, though. We cut the lead down in half. 6-4 to the bottom of the 4th. Flowers, Mayo, and Sparks coming up. To a better spot, indeed. The bullpen. Here's Ingrid Flowers, 1 for 2 with a single today, trying to get it started against Hokie in the 4th here. Heater down and away. Nubbed foul. 0-1. Slider up and in. That's high. 1-1. Ball down and in. Line at the middle, that's a base hit. 11th hit of the day already for the Brown Bears. Leadoff woman on in the 4th. Next up, Anaya Mayo. 2-run homer last at bat. She's also singled and scored twice. Locked in. Heater at the knees, taken low. Ball 1. Ball down and away. Lined over to second. Beard lunges out of his reach into the gap in right center. Cut off by Jennings. Runner thinking for third. Here comes the throw. It is cut. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Wonder if Manny would get beamed if you brought him in. Possibly. Orion sparks up 2 for 2 with a solo homer and a single. He's also scored twice today. Ball down on the first pitch from Hokie in the dirt. Good block burnout. 1-0. Change up and in. Line down the right field line. Worrymore on the run. He won't get there. That's down for extra bases possibly. Gets it in quickly. Runners at first and third. Nobody out. It's now 7-4. There's Bocce. 1 for 2 with a single. Jude's rattled again. I got to give him one more batter. Come on. Show me some life here, Jude. Slider middle away. That was a hanger. Fouled off. Thank God. 0-1. Changeup hangs inside. Almost. It's off Burnout's glove. Runner coming home. And that's a wild pitch. Run scores 8-4. Runner to second. 1-1 count. Heater down and away. Chased it out of the zone. 1-2. Slider in. Checked high. No swing. 2-2. Heater down and in. Oh, almost shinned him. 3-2. The ball up and away. Check swing. Strike 3 call. Can I help you, Jameson? No, you're just looking. Get out of here. Second punch out for Jude. Here's Graham. 2 for 2 with a 2-run double and a 2-run single and a double. Slider down and in on the first one. Strike called. 0-1. Ball down and away. Line to left center. That's going to get down for a hit in front of Jennings. Gets it in quickly. First and third now with 1 down. Here's Billy Johns. 2 for 2. 2 singles and an RBI. Come on. Get up and away. Strike called. 0-1. There you go. Change it down and in. Inside. 1-1. Slider down and away. Check low. 2-1. The ball down. Number to first. Right across. Who taps the bag for the second out. Oh, no. He didn't tap first. Okay. Thought he did. Fielder's choice. Runner scores. It's 9-4. Here's McClay. 0 for 2. Or McLay. I keep saying his name wrong. Change with the knees on the first one. Strike called. 0-1. Shooter up and in. High tight. 1-1. Slider down and in. Lined over short. Reliable leaps. Just out of his reach. He's a little short. 2-1, 2 down, and that'll bring the pitcher to the plate. This will be Hokie's last batter. Here's Harmhorn. 0 for 2. Shooter up and away. Popped him up across there. Puts it away to end the inning. 3 runs score, though, as we give them right back their advantage. They're now up by 5. To the 5th, it's 9-4. Underhanded, cross, and reliable, due up. Brown Bears are running away with it. Just like Lawai is crushing it on that treadmill. He's running away with it. Good job. There's underhanded. 1 for 2 with a solo home run today. Trying to get it started here in the 5th inning for us. That's low on the change. Ball 1. Chased it low, fouled off. 1-1. That was what is heater? That was changeup. Okay, got me out in front. Changeup's inside. That misses. 2-1. Chased it inside on the heater. 2-2. Heater at the knees. Hit well by underhanded to dead center field, but he missed it. Wrong part of the park to hit it to. Hanging up for Bocce. 1 down. Fire indeed. Here's Cross. 1 for 2 with a double. Come on, Hezekiah. Comes from the Amish community. Hell, with a name like Hezekiah, where else are you coming from? 2-0. That was the one joke with him back in the Sandcats franchise. He came from an Amish settlement. That's what we said he was from. And the one thing he could do well was hit bombs. He was not a defensive player at all. 3-0 count to Cross. That slider misses outside. Ball 4. His reputation precedes him. There's Hesto reliable. 1 for 2 with a single today. He's also grounded out to shortstop. Low pitch and power was radioactive here. Curveball middle in. Strike called. 0-1. Slider down in the way. Line at the middle. Base hit for reliable as he delivers. 2 on, 1 down. Okay. RBI chance for Burnout again. Let's see what he can do this time. He's 50-50 today. 1-for-2 with an RBI single. I believe he's also popped out today. Change up away. That's outside. Ball 1. That's low in the dirt. Good eye on the heater. 2-0. Change it down and then turned on by Burnout down the left field line. Just foul. He missed it. Little early. He almost did it. 2-1. Heater inside off the plate. 3-1. Come on, Burnout. Heater middle of the plate. Right through the legs of Armhorn into center field. Almost took his nuts with it. Bases loaded, 1 down. And here comes Worrymore and the clutch minister from the Buzzards franchise. Step up one more time. Singled last at bat. He's also struck out or popped out. Change it middle and turned on and belted down the left field line off the top of the wall. It's extra bases for Spool. 2-run double. It is 9-6. Cutter's right back in it. And here comes Beard. Alfredo 0-for-2 today. And that'll do it for Armhorn. 4 1/3, 9 hits, 6 earned runs, a walk. Both runners on base, his responsibility. Relieving him is long reliever Brooklyn all day with the elite slider. Has a 4-seamer and a curveball as well. Slider away. Got me early on that one. I was gassed up for that one. Beard pops out to right. Sparks makes the play. 2 down. And that is going to bring up Mateo Wade. 2-run bomb last time up for Mateo, but he does lose Ace Exterminator with him going to all day. Slider down, misses low, ball 1. Heater away, that's a strike, 1-1. Okay, you've seen it now. Chased it outside on that slider, got me on that breaker, 1-2. Slider away, hit up the middle to second, slow roller for Sparks. He'll get the out at first, though, to end the inning. But we do get 2 back on the double there by Worrymore with the bases loaded. 9-6 to the bottom of the 5th. Turnip, Flowers, and Mayo coming up. We're going to switch out Hokie here. 4 innings today, 15 hits, 8 earned runs, 2 strikeouts. I believe he gave up 2 home runs. Not a great day for Jude. I'm also going to double switch here. Wade's homered today. We're going to go ahead and take Beard off. We're going to double switch. Coming in out of the bullpen, we're going to hand the ball over here to Luis Bulgar first, the former Heaters reliever, as we are going to sub out Alfredo Beard, and we are going to bring in Cole, the Fishman Salmon, to play second base. Oh yeah, the Fishman's back. Luis Bulgar, the only representative from our Heaters SMB4 rebuild. He was the only reliever worth a damn in that series, and really the only player worth a damn in the whole thing. He was the only one consistent enough to last more than 2 seasons. In the 4 years we did, he lasted 3. Heater down and in as a strike, 0-1. Down and in, grounded hard to short. Reliable dives to his left, cuts it off, but that is going to be an infield single. Next up is Flowers, 2-for-3 with 2 singles today. Slider at the knees on the first one, strike called, 0-1. Heater up and away, high, 1-1. Change it down and in. Fouled off, 1-2. Luis had good stuff, but his accuracy was a little subpar. Thankfully, when he was generated, he had composed to help him out. Heater misses low and away, 2-2. Slider middle of the plate. That was a hanger, hit deep to right center field, but I think we got lucky. Jennings is there in plenty of time. Puts it away for the first out. Here's Anaya Mayo, 3-for-3 with a 2-run homer and 2 singles today. She's been playing well, not only in the field, but also at bat. She's been an absolute menace today. Forcing her down and in on the first pitch. Blew it by her. She swings over the top of it, 0-1. Change it down and away. Pulled foul, out of play. It's 0-2. Slider up and away. Chased it, strike 3. She gone. First punch out for Luis. Here's Orion Sparks, 3-for-3. Another menace at the plate today. 2-run homer and a solo home run and an RBI single and a regular single as well. Heater down and away. Fouled off late, 0-1. Slider down and in. Chased, hitting the hole to first. Cross on the dive. Nice snag. Hezekiah takes it himself to end the inning. Look at that. You still got some glove in you, kid. To the 6th. It's 9-6. Good pitching, Luis. Jennings, salmon, and underhanded coming up. Hey, that rhymed. Nice. Let's see if we can run our way back into this game. Just like the Y is there on that treadmill. He's absolutely killing it today. Let's keep the cheers going for him. Jennings up next, 0 for 2 today. First pitch from all day. Slider in there on the corner, 0-1. Curveball misses inside, 1-1. Good eye, Nico. Heater middle in, a little late on the swing, 1-2. Curveball down, taken low, 2-2. Chased it high on the slider, strike 3. All day's first punch out. Jennings tense. Here's Cole, the fishman salmon, getting his first at bat of the game. Double switched in last inning. Second baseman is inside pitch active, which he was generated with. He's basically if Dan Ugla was an SMB player who could also field. All power, no contact. Curveball up and in, taken high, ball 1. Fishman was a fan favorite of the Freebooters series. He ended up developing into a really competent all-around hitter, and he did a lot of things right, and he was always a good fielder, too. Let's go, Fishman. Curveball down, check low, good eye, 2-0. Heater middle in. Oh, it jammed me. I'm late on it. Pop up behind short. McLay there. Puts it away. 2 down. If he had got around on that, oh. Underhanded next. 1 for 3 with a solo home run back in the first inning to start the game. Slider away in the first pitch. Line deep to left center field on the fly. Over the diving glove of the left fielder. Good effort out there. That is going to be a RBI. It's a 2-out double for underhanded. Next up, Hezekiah Cross. Walked last plate appearance. He's also doubled. 1 for 2 today. Slider down in the dirt from all day. Taken. Ball 1. Slider up. Hit deep by Cross to left center field. Hit pretty well. Looking for the track, but run down by Graham this time to end the inning. Bottom 6. It's 9-6 still. Bocce, Graham, and Johns. Sorry, coming up. There's Bocce. 1 for 3 with a single today. Bolgar in his second inning of work as that heater misses inside. Ball 1. Slider down. Chased it low. 1-1. Change it middle in. Taken inside. 2-1. Heater up and away. Lined into the gap left center field. That's going to be extra bases as Jennings will chase after it. Gets it in. It's a leadoff double, though. Brown Bears have the man in scoring position. Here's Graham. 3 for 3. 2-run double and 2 singles today. Or 2-run single, and he had a double and a single as well, I think. Heater down and away in the first pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Slider middle in. Chased and fouled off. It's 0-2. Change it down and in. Checked low. You almost got him. 1-2. 3 miles completed. I can do it if you keep making the comeback. Focus up. Indeed. I'll do my best. Heater up and away. Popped him up. Mateo Wade back there in shallow left. Past the dirt. Puts it away. 1 down. Here comes Billy Johns. 2 for 3 with 2 singles and 2 RBIs. You can do it, Luai. We believe in you. Just like you believe in this comeback. Heater middle of the plate. That's a bad pitch. Single to the left. Underhanded gets it in quickly, though. First and third. 1 down. Looking for a double play. Here's Corbin McLay. It is McLay. All right, 1 for 3 with a single. Change it down and in on the first pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Come on, Luis. Heater away. Outside, 1-1. Almost got it. Slider down in the way. Low, 2-1. Good eye. Change it down and in. Fouled off. It's 2-2. Come on, Luis. Heater up. High, 3-2. That activates composed. Full count. Slider down and away. Nubbed foul. Good effort by Cross. Still full. Change it down and in. Hitting the hole to short. Reliable over on the dive. Makes the stop. Has to go to first with it. Got him by a step, but it's an RBI ground out. Nice play, Hesto. 2 down for all day. Pitcher will bat as it's a 4-run lead. Heater middle of the plate. Check swing strike. 0-1. Heater middle away. Fouled off. It's 0-2. Heater up and in. Blew it by her. Strike 3. Second punch out for Luis. He gets through the inning, but he does give up 1. To the 7th, we're down 4. Reliable, Oliver, Worrymore. Heart of the lineup up for the Cutters. Come on, boys. Hester Reliable up 2 for 3, 2 singles. Powers righty and low pitch active against All Day. Inning and 2/3 scoreless so far in relief. Her ball misses low, ball 1. Slider at the knees, hit deep by Reliable to left center field. Hanging up out there, though, for Bocce. In the shade, puts it away, 1 down. Next up, Burnout, 2 for 3, 2 singles and an RBI. Slider misses high, ball 1. Her ball down, misses low, it's 2-0. Heater up and away, lined off the end of the bat to second, right at Sparks. 2 down. There's Worry Less. School Worry More. 2 for 3 with a 2-run double lasted time up with the base loaded and a single. Heater at the knees, he went after the first pitch and he popped it up the center. That's 1-2-3 inning here for All Day. Bocce puts it away. Bottom 7, we're down 4. Turnip, Flowers, and Mayo due up. Beauregard done after 2 innings in relief. He's actually due up first next inning. I don't see anybody I want to double switch out, though. Crap. Could switch out Ho for Oliver. What's their fielding ratings like? Ho's a much better fielder. Arm is a little bit of a drop-off, but Oliver's been hitting well today, which is odd to say. Like, that's not what I should be saying at all. At all. Jennings I'd like to switch out, but I don't have anyone else who can play center field, possibly. All right. We're doing this for an inning. Luther frickin' Butters. We're bringing him in. Hey, Wild Dog, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Hopefully your day's been going well. Brought back a couple guys from the past here to put them together into an SMB4 team. Hopefully you enjoy them. I think you'll recognize most of them. Luther Butters, the meme pitcher himself. We had him for 1 or 2 appearances in the Buzzards franchise, and he famously blew a Twitch save on Twitch that has been clipped into my Hall of Fame. We said, just don't blow it, kid. And what do? He proceeded to blow it. Heater down and away on the first pitch, line to right field, and Butters immediately serves up a leadoff single. There we go, Luther. That's the one I recognize. And my day's been all right, buddy. Thanks for asking. It was a solid off day. Got to watch the finale of Survivor. The person I pegged as the winner from episode 2 did win, so yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Knock some sense into this streamer. Get us this dub. First pitch slider from Butters, misses low, ball 1. Heater high, taken high, 2-0. Change it down and in, fouled off, it's 2-1. Heater down and away. Nubbed in front of the plate. Oliver throw down to second. Got the lead runner. Reliable to first. Double play. You love to see. There you go, Luther. Here's Mayo. 3 for 4 with a 2-run homer and 2 singles. God damn it, Butters. Slider down. Misses low. Ball 1. Heater down and away. Hitting the hole hard to second. Fishman dives out of his reach. It's a base hit. 2 out knock here for Mayo, her 4th hit of the day. That'll bring up Orion Sparks, who's also 3 for 4 with a 2 solo homer, RBI single, and a regular single. Slider up and away in the first pitch, check strike, 0-1. Heater down and away, low, 1-1. Change it down and in, this is low, 2-1. Heater down and in, low again, 3-1. Slider middle of the plate. That's a hanger. Blasted to right center field. Off the top of the wall into the stands. That is the Luther Butters we all know and love. Or hate in most cases. God damn it, Butters. God damn it, Butters. You had one job. Second homer of the game for Sparks. It is now 12-6. Heater down and in. Fouled off by Bocce. 0-1. Slider hangs. He's done it again. God damn it, Luther. Oh, Butters, you son of a bitch. It's 13-6. Well, at least one of us is going to win today. Lawai is absolutely killing it on that treadmill, whereas we are serving up home runs left, right, and center to the Bears. Bocce puts his first out. 13-6. Here's Graham, 3 for 4, double, 2 singles, 2 RBIs. You're up and away in the first one. Check strike, 0-1. Change it down, misses low, 1-1. Slider down, nubbed in front of the plate, fair ball. Oliver picks it, throw to first in time to end the inning. 3 home on home runs, back-to-back jacks for the Brown Bears, 13-6 to the 8th. Butters, Wade, and Jennings do up. Bro. And Butters is going to be pinch hit for immediately. We're going to turn to it here off the bench. We're going to give it to the big man, Harsh McFreddy, the backup first baseman from the Freebooters lore. McFreddy has the cannon arm there, and he was a solid backup third baseman despite the fact he could not field. He ended up taking over duties at first base in the latter half of the series, being signed in year 4. Either year 4 or year 5. He ended up being the backup at first base, then became the starter at first base. Came full circle for him, developing into a competent player. Slider up and in, that's a strike called, 0-1. Slider at the knees, turned on by McFreddy deep to left field, and he cuts it up and sends it to the Cutters bullpen. Harsh McFreddy's first swing of his career here in the SMB4. It is a bomb. We get 1 run back. It is 13-7. All right, now we're making it interesting. Here's Mateo Wade, 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer today. First run given up by All Day in 2 2/3. Slider middle in, that's a strike. Nice pitch, 0-1. Heat at the knees, ripped through the middle, base hit for Wade. Attaboy Mateo. He's on nobody out for Nico Jennings. 0 for 3 today with pop out, ground out, and a strikeout. Slider taken low by the former Freebooter captain, 1-0. Oh, you got me on the hanging curveball, you bitch. 1-1. Scratching my goddamn nuts. Why the fuck would you pitch right there? Curveball's away, 2-1. Slider up, foul back, 2-2. Come on, Nico. What the fuck were you swinging at, kid? First punch, second punch out for All Day. Here's Cole the Fishman Salmon. Popped out his first at bat, 0 for 1. Slider away, number to short. McLay flips the second one, sparks the first, double play. That ends the inning. So much for that comeback. Harsh, I would love to bring you in, buddy, but Wade's been playing well and so has Cross, so we're going to leave you on the bench here, buddy. We're going to turn it over here out of the bullpen. We're going to give it to long reliever Leah Collins, try to get her to go the distance here. Leah Collins from the Sandcats lore of the SMB3 franchises. Long reliever was signed in, I believe, year 3 or 4, and she put together in her 6 seasons with us 2 seasons of perfect ERAs, never giving up a single run throughout the entire regular season or postseason. And she is so far the only pitcher in any of my series to ever do that. Once. First pitch heater served up in the middle, and that is a leadoff knock. Here's Corbin McLay, 1 for 4 with an RBI single today for the shortstop. Check of the runner, 2-seamer inside, misses, ball 1. Heater down and away. Nubber to second, Salmon charges. Flip the second one, reliable to first, double play, love to see it. 2 down for All Day. Pitcher will bat, 0 for 1 today, still locked in. Heater middle in on the first pitch from Collins, blew it by her, 0-1. Change it down, low, 1-1. 2-seamer up and away, foul back, 1-2. Heater away. Nubber to the mound. Collins off to her left, makes the play, on to first, and that ends the inning. Good pitching, Leah, top of the 9th. We're down 6. Do or die time. Underhanded, cross and reliable, top of the lineup coming up. Here's Chopper underhanded, doubled and solo home run here today. He's 2 for 4. Middle of the plate heater on the first pitch, whiffed at it and got under it to left. Graham there, 1 down. That was hittable too. Damn it. Hezekiah Cross up next, 1 for 3 with a double and a walk. Slider middle in, strike called, 0-1. That would have jammed me. What the fuck was I swinging at? 0-2. That's inside. Okay, I missed that curve. 1-2. Heater up hard. Rip hopper to short. Knocked down by McLay on the dive, but he'll have no play at first. Noodle arm activated for, extra cause. He was definitely not getting him to begin with. Third hit today for Cross. Here's reliable. 2 for 4 with 2 singles today. Come on, Hesto. Slider low. Ball 1. Good eye, good eye, good eye. Slider down. Lined over short. That's another hit for Hesto. His third hit. Old Reliable delivers. 2 on, 1 down. Burnout's come to the plate with RBI Hero. All right, Burnout. Both your hits today have been with it. Come on. 2 for 4. 2 singles and an RBI. All day starting to get gassed here. This is her 40th pitch out of the bullpen. Curveball's inside. Ball 1. She just hit half stamina, it looks like. Slider up and away. 2-0. Oh, boy. Don't hang it now. Curveball's low. 3-0. We ain't moving. We ain't moving. Slider hits the inside corner. Okay, 3-1. Curveball down and in. Ripped it foul. Full count. Slider chased. Nubber to short. McLay to second 1. Sparks on to first. That's a double play. That ends the game. And there's the Burnout we all know and love. He comes up short when we need him most. Cutters lose here their first game. 13-7 the final score. All right, well, that was rough. Starter got absolutely hosed early on through the first 4 innings. And then, we tried to fight back into it, but by then it was too little too late, unfortunately, for our offense. We had home run from Chopper underhanded, 2-run homer from Mateo Wade. We had a solo home run pinch hit from Harsh McFreddy. Oliver had an RBI single. Sporer Warrimore had a 2-run bases loaded double. That was it for our offense. There wasn't a whole lot to go around. We had a lot of hits, though, but we just couldn't drive runners in, unfortunately. On the other side for the Brown Bears, everybody got a hit today except the pitchers, All Day and Armhorn. 2-run homer from Mayo. She went back-to-back with Sparks. Sparks then went back-to-back with Bocce. And then Graham drove in 2 runs. Johns drove in 2 runs. And McLay drove in a run, despite making an error in the first inning. Yep. Well, we gave it a good solid effort, but unfortunately we couldn't get the job done. Pitching lines, Jude Hokey got lit up. 4 innings, 15 hits, 8 earned runs. A 9th run scored as well. 2 strikeouts, 2 homers, and he falls to 0-1. Bolgar, 2 innings in relief, 3 hits, an earned run, 2 strikeouts. Butters, an inning, 4 hits, 3 earned runs on 2 back-to-back homers. And Collins, an inning, 1 hit given up. On the other side, Armhorn, 4 1/3, no decision for the starter, 9 hits, 6 earned runs, a walk, 3 strikeouts, 2 homers. Brooklyn All Day closes the door, 4 2/3, 5 hits, an earned run, 2 strikeouts, and a homer. She improves to 1-0. FML. Yep. Ryan Sparks, player of the game, with his 2 homers, followed by Anaya Mayo, who had 4 hits, including a homer, and Jamison Bocce with his 3-hit day, a triple shy of the cycle. All 3 spots taken up by the Brown Bears today. They ran all over us, just like the Lions running all over that treadmill. He is absolutely killing it out there, I guarantee you. He's doing a much better job than we did today. Oh, well, it's a rough start, but it's the first time that a lot of these guys have been playing together, so it's going to take a while for this team chemistry to gel, so I'm not surprised we had a rough first game. The good news is we're young, we're talented, and we have the ability to develop into world beaters. We just have to be patient. Who's going to be the new face of their Acid Rain campaign? The Fishman, of course. I love Cole. 2 players are fighting about who has a cuter nose. Who are you going to wrap? Burnout. Come on. Sorry, Burnout, but come on. I like Hokie better than you. Even if he did worse today, I'm still always going to pick him over you, Burnout. Come on now. You guys were teammates. You should know better. All right, couple developments. Messiah Presidente hasn't even thrown a pitch. He already has plus 10 velo on a random roll. My guy, let's go. Tandy Deep the third, our bench outfielder, plus 5 speed. Nice, solid. A lot of negative traits here, though. Oh, my God. Those are negative traits on those rolls. Any good player development options? Bad jumps. K-neglector. Bad walk prone. Bad jumps. RBIs there. Oh, my God. We whiffed 0 for 6 on these? Are you shitting me? Holy crap. I've never seen that. Especially the first 6, too. We have bad jumps on here twice. K Neglector on here twice. We have walk prone once and RBI 0 once. What the hell is this shit? Someone take a picture of this and post it on Reddit. Oh my god, I've never seen something so unlucky. Well, we ain't doing no player development this episode, guys, so we'll skip that part. So I'm up to the next one here. Alrighty, next episode we will be taking on the Razzles, and on the mound for the Razzles will be left-hander specialist Harper Fisher. And we have a lot of lefties in our lineup. Fuck my life. And for us, it is going to be former Hot Corners pitcher Connor Frazier, who was an ace for a little bit, but he never really lived up to the ace hype. Despite how young and talented he was, he always seemed to get himself into sticky situations, and then he would come up unglued when said situations happened. So I'm glad they made him the number 2 in this series behind Hokie instead of the number 1. He will be on the mound for us. Lineup we'll use, leading off at third, will be Mateo Wade. Then it'll be left fielder Chopper Underhanded. Then it'll be right fielder Worry Less, Spool Worrymore. Catcher Burnout Burn Oliver will bat fourth once again. Hezekiah Cross will DH and bat fifth. Harsh McFreddy, pinch hit home run on opening day. He gets the start at first base, batting sixth. Batting seventh, shortstop Hester Reliable. Batting eighth will be second baseman Alfredo Beard. And batting ninth will be the center fielder, Nico Jennings, as he tries to get out of his early slump. That is going to do it for this episode, guys. The Blast from the Past rebuild is underway here with the Cutters. It did not go so hot. We did lose opening day 13-7, but it was nice to see a whole bunch of old faces again, and I'm excited to introduce them to my new SMB4 audience to show you guys what I had in SMB3 and what my channel was built off of coming into this game. So hopefully you enjoy the content, and if you do enjoy it, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch is down in the description below if you guys want to come over and watch the games live before they're posted, and also follow me over on this platform as well if you so choose. And if you're watching this on Twitch, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down below to be notified next time I go live. And that is going to do it for me, guys. A quick shout out to Wild Dog, Lawai, and Shenable for tuning in and chatting with me during the stream. Love hearing from you guys as always, and I'm glad you guys were able to tune in and be a part of this project with me. Hopefully I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be.